In recent years, life has become very difficult for me because of my visual impairment, because of the cost of living. I have a state pension. I also get PIP, personal independence payments. Those increases, if you get any increases at all, are fixed from one year to another. So when it's really bad, we're not getting any increase because we have to wait for the next financial year.
Like most people that are visually impaired, I'm on benefits. I can't work. I've got various health conditions. In the last 12 months, my mortgage has gone up by £500. My energy has gone up by over £100 a month. My food bill has literally tripled, and yet my benefits has only gone up by £110 a month.
I live with the sight condition retinitis pigmentosa, which means I can only see a very small part of what is right in front of me. Cost of living crisis, it's affected my well-being, and I think apart from the stress created from the financial worries, there's a lot of things that I used to do that were really good for my well-being, and now I don't have the money to do those.
Yes, I did get an increase in my pension in April, but I had to live through the winter with my energy being extremely expensive, my food being increasingly more expensive.
Although the PIP has gone up, and that's really good, the other benefits and my husband's wages haven't gone up. And so the PIP has had to then be used for all these other things that it's not really meant to be there for.
You know, it's taking you twice as long to shop. I'm having to keep constantly asking, how much is this? How much is that? You don't know where the low cost items are. Quite often I end up picking up the organic vegetables because there's no signs. The amount of times I've had to put bags of apples down because they triple the price, and if I buy those, then I can't buy the vegetables.
It's, you know, every time the mortgage goes up, it's okay, well, I've got to take a bit of here and a bit off there and a bit off there. And we've got to the stage now where there is no more bits. I think the mortgage is meant to go up again at least one more time. And yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from. The only place it can come from is the food bill. And that we're already struggling with that. So
The blinder I get, the more expensive life becomes. I have to pay for cleaning now. I have to pay for going places in taxis and things. I have to pay for support. I can't afford 12 quid every time I go out just on a taxi. So you become isolated. If I can't afford the 80 quid a month it costs me to stay online, then I will lose touch with the world.
The one thing that I love the most, and that's going into the kitchen and cooking. I have to buy the ingredients, I have to use the gas, and not being able to do that is, for me, is heartbreaking.
we've got a local sight loss charity who have an activity group, and I just haven't been able to go because I just don't have the money. Even it might only be £10, but I don't have £10 to spend on that. And that's not just doing the activities, it's about meeting people. And you know, I always come away like I could achieve anything. And you know, so that's obviously something that's really good for my mental health, and it's something that I can no longer do.
On top of having to deal with my sight loss every single day and the obstacles that you sort of face every single day, I'm now having to face all of this, and it is so tiring.
There's not really much I can do about bettering myself at this time of my life. I'm retired. I worked for 37 years, the government tells me. I've earned my pension. I've paid in. I wouldn't want to be sat here in the winter, next winter, not being able to have my heating on.
As vulnerable people, we should be protected in crisis like this.
The government is there to protect people like me and like many other visually impaired people from crises like this. The government needs to ensure that benefit levels account for the extra costs of sight loss and put additional measures in place to support people like us.
RNIB. See differently.